Okay. So I know you're probably wondering, why is she wearing a Harley Owners Group cut? For those of you that are not familiar with what a cut is, a motorcycle vest. Well, it is a long story that I'm going to try and make short because of this little adventure we're about to go on. But before we get to that, let's get through this bumper. What's good, Faith family? It's your girl LA and Miss Kavatica, and we are rolling. This week adventure is taking us on a 96-mile chapter ride out to have lunch at Twin Peaks, which is located in the woodlands of Texas. Now, kickstands was up about 9:30 a.m. Temperature was a little chilly. It was, I think, in the low 50s. The high is supposed to be 73. So, it's that crazy time of the year in Texas where you got to bundled up, in the morning, put on your nice warm gear, and then by the afternoon, you're stripping out of it. So, yeah, that's what we're geared up for this morning. But it is a beautiful day in Texas. It is a day that the Lord has made. And you know what? I'm going to rejoice and be glad in it, because any day that I have an opportunity to get on my Spyder, Miss Kavatica, and go for a ride with my husband and a beautiful group of like-minded riders, it is a beautiful day. And that's what we're about to do. That's where this adventure is going to take us today, to have some lunch. But I thought it would be a good opportunity to kind of share with you why I have this vest on today, this cut. My husband and I are actually officers in a Harley Owners Group chapter, motorcycle chapter. And now, a part of being in the Harley's Owners Group, you have to own a Harley, which is my husband. He owns a Harley. And so, by proxy, I can be a part of the organization as an associate. So, and I'm an officer. I am a photographer for the chapter, and my husband is a road captain, and I think he's assistant road captain, something. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out what he does outside of being the road captain, being one of the road captains. But I know my role, and my role is I'm the photographer for the chapter, and it was nothing that I signed up for. Actually, it was just something that was observed. I love taking photos of people doing what they love to do. That's just me. I love taking photos of people having a good time and just living life and doing what they do best, And so when we first joined the chapter, I came to some of the chapter meetings, brought my camera with me naturally, and just, excited, just taking pictures of everything and everybody, didn't know the protocol or nothing. I'm just having a good time with my phone and my camera. And so because of that, I guess my passion for photography was recognized, and I was, just appointed to serve in that capacity. So, as an officer, you wear a cut, your vest, and you have your patches and everything on it, officers' patches and all that good stuff on your vest. And so that's why I'm wearing it today, because this was actually one of my husband's first, well, I think it was like his third ride that he hosted. And so I wanted to show my support for him and wear my vest, so it was really cool. Plus it was cold, it was chilly. And when you're wearing your vest, your leather vest on top of your jacket, man, it is a barrier against the chilly weather. So that was kind of cool. But yeah, so that's why I have my vest on today, my cut. And we're, like I said, we're headed out to lunch. We're going to do a 96 beautiful mile ride to just go hang out. But I thought it would be kind of cool to share why I had the vest on and why a Can-Am Spyder rider is wearing a Harley Owners Group vest, because you can't say Harley Davidson because it's crazy, but they're two separate entities. Harley Davidson is really not a part of the Harley owners group. That's something. They're two different people. None should mix, so to speak. It's crazy. I just like to ride my Spyder. I'm not into all the motorcycle politics, but I try to observe and do the right things as best as I can. And so, yeah, it's that part. It's kind of confusing, but like I said, my husband is a Harley Davidson motorcycle owner, and because of his ownership of owning a bike, I can be associate member, a part of the chapter, and ride my Can-Am Spyder. And so it's been a wonderful opportunity for me to just kind of get a feel for a leadership role within the motorcycle community, and kind of see how everything functions and how things are carried out from a leadership perspective when you are in a chapter. And it just helps me kind of navigate this community a little bit better than I probably normally would if I was not a member or an officer in the chapter. So I think that's been one of the coolest parts of being an officer in the chapter, is understanding the leadership role of being a part of the motorcycle community, understanding the ins and outs, the different roles that each person plays within the chapter, your road captains, your sweeps, your the secretary, we have a historian, and naturally the photographer. Some chapters also have a social media expert. They handle all their social media stuff, but that's not a role that I want to work in that capacity. That's a little too much for me. So I just like to take the pictures, and that's what I like to do. But yeah, it's been a wonderful opportunity. I've been doing it for about 2 years now. And yeah, it's getting to the point where, probably going to have to wrap up my little adventure and, put my hands to something else. But it has been a wonderful opportunity being a photographer in a motorcycle chapter. So here we are, finally getting to the Twin Peaks, where we're going to have lunch today. And this ride was actually hosted by my husband. Now, I have never been to Twin Peaks, and I'm telling y'all, when I got inside and I saw what I saw, let me just say, a lot of short shorts and a lot of little bitty, itty bitty tank tops. And I looked at my husband and I said, "So this is why you wanted to come here?" And he assured me that it wasn't. He said that they had really, really, really good chicken fried steak, and the mashed potatoes were really good. And it was something that our son suggested, that he goes to, Twin Peak, and Dad, you should get the chicken fried steak. It's really good. And yeah. Twin Peaks for chicken fried steak. Now, I just assumed that when, you go to a restaurant and it says Twin Peaks, I'm thinking, mountains and, the Colorado vibe and, nice rugged terrain and rocks and boulders and, mountains and hills, that kind of stuff. I didn't realize that it was talking about a different kind of Twin Peaks. But hey, the food was good. I will say that. The food was good, and the service was good as well. But yeah. I did tell my husband, in the words of a local mega church pastor here in Houston, Texas, it's okay if we don't do that again. But listen, It was a wonderful ride. Like I said, the weather was a little chilly starting out, but it did warm up. So, like I said, by the time we got to where we were going to eat, and getting our bikes parked and getting out of our gear and everything, it was like, okay, yeah, I could put the vest up and I could probably not ride with my jacket, but since we were going to jump on the Interstate 45 and kind of get home, faster than going back the scenic route, you don't want to get on the interstate without a jacket on and some armor in it. So, we just put on our gear and jumped back on the interstate and got back home. But we had a really wonderful ride. Good people. I have thoroughly enjoyed serving as the chapter's photographer. I'm going to post some of the pictures you'll see in a moment. But I love taking photos of our chapter members doing what they do. I'm not going to post their personal pictures, but I'm going to probably post some photos of their bikes and just some photos that I've taken since I've been their photographer for 2 years in the chapter and attending some of the rallies and stuff that I've gone to, which I've met some 1%ers and very interesting guys. But listen, y'all stay in faith and ride safe. Love y'all.